Hello folks, Jerry and welcome back to RacingGamerSlovenia. And today we will be taking a look at the new Hyundai VELOSTER Turbo that was just released less than 24 hours ago. It's a new Hyundai. I'm not sure if anyone really asked for it, but we got it regardless. So we are here to give it a chance. Now, this car, as you guys can see, comes with its own wrap. I mean, it's a normal showroom car. I guess I might as well show it in the showroom right now. So we shall go that. Now it's currently on sale, 50% off, which is nice. I'm not sure if it's gonna get an actual RRC price later on, but right now it's here and it's 1643 stock, which is quite high for an A-Class. I believe it is the fastest stock A-Class car in the game at the moment. So there is that. So it's gonna be 400 gems after this 24-hour sale is over. So there is that, and it's also front-wheel drive. Now, I'm not sure how this car is going to perform in certain lobbies, but, well, the driving of it is a problem, and we'll get to that in a few minutes, but right now we shall go over the maxed setup. Now, I maxed this car both with turbo, with which it comes as stock. As you guys can see, it does have the stock stage available. As for the supercharger, I also maxed it with that, so... there's that, and as you guys can see on this car, the turbo is actually better, but you do need to tweak around with the setup a little bit. It's kind of similar to the Buick GNX in a way, as far as the upgrading of the turbo goes. Anyways, we shall go to the sub here. Tires, obviously the best. This car actually comes with very little grip stock, so there is that. Anyways, turbo, as I've said, is better on this car. And as you guys can see, I did max this, but with some parts, you just have to keep them stock because, as you guys can see, this part and some other ones as well just bump up the weight way too much for the actual balance to be beneficial to the car. So that's the case with the intercooler as well. So this is what this car is similar to the GNX. As you guys can see, it gives us like 8 horsepower, but it gives us 60 pounds as well. So that's definitely gonna slow the car down. And also the bob pipe, so I guess you guys don't have to spend extra RC to max those parts out. There you go. Let's keep on going here. Now this car is pretty tricky to actually upgrade. I mean, it's not as tricky as the Exige. I mean, it doesn't. It gets more than like 8 fucking horsepower that the Exige gets, but still, it is quite fine to tune this car. Not fine, but like you have to be pretty precise with the parts because it's not super similar. Like it doesn't have the common sense tune. You actually have to check the tune to get that pristine tune for the car. What the fuck am I talking about? I have no idea. But for example, on fuel system, it's usually C on all cars. As you guys can see here, it's not gonna be the best possible option. But you know, I am giving you guys this tune, so it should work out regardless. There you go, crankshaft. And also exhaust system. Okay, yeah, this part is usually B, but right now it just adds too much weight for the power to be sufficient enough to actually make that part work. Go, and also of course we're gonna show the suspension. Go. So you can actually change the rims on the car, but you cannot change the paint, which is kind of a pain in the ass. The actual rims on the car are pretty nice. Well, I guess I have to rant about another thing, and that is the fact that this car is exclusive to the red headlights, which, why would you do that? Why would you lock a single fucking, not an inventory item, but a customization item for this car? Because like it's not going to be exclusive. Every single Veloster that is bought is going to come with red headlights as stock, and that is just stupid. Like, I have some cars on which the red headlights would look really nice, for example this Viper over here, but it's not gonna be because apparently the red headlights are gonna be fucking exclusive to a Hyundai, which kind of baffles me. Like, why would you do that? It is not a great idea, but it's like, okay. I mean, I guess they kind of do look nice on the car, but still think it's a silly idea, and I would be really glad if they actually decided to make the red headlights an inventory item so you can put them on other cars as well. Otherwise, it's just kind of silly. I don't know, it makes it look like a fucking demon car, because, it's like the only car on which the red headlights are available at this moment, but still, Let's get to the actual racing of the car, which is a bit of a problem, and well, here's why. As you guys probably already figured out, I do have my own opinion on this car, and I will give it at the very end of this video. However, right now, let's stay completely objective and just say that this car launches pretty much exactly the same as the RWB Stella. So that means that you have to stop revving on late second light, and well, let's be subjective for a second. I think that that's quite a difficult launch to actually master. As you guys probably know, I had a lot of struggle with it lately. But anyways, after that, the shifting is pretty easy to actually remember. You just have to shift late without hitting the rev limiter on any gear. But keep in mind that the first gear is really fast, and if you hit that rev limiter on any gear, but especially on the first gear, it's definitely gonna show that in the actual time of the run, so watch out for that. Still, as far as the runs that I've already had with this car go, I did manage to hit a few 8.2s, which is decent enough for A-Class. I think it's faster than the Mercedes-Benz CLA, which was the last A-Class car released, but still, it's not gonna be beating the Z28s and, some other cars which are the dominant cars in A-Class at the moment. Still, it's probably performed better than the Genesis did in B-Class or the Genesis BTR did in our class. So I guess it is, unique in a way, but still, I would say that I'm not a huge fan of the car because it's got a tricky launch, and I just don't think that this car is gonna be very popular. The only unique thing about it at the moment are the rims and the fact that it's just been released, but after that I think that people will forget about it pretty quickly, so there is that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.